Tennessee outscores Kentucky by 8 in the second half, Rob Lewis, yet they fall 66-54 after trailing 39-19 at halftime. Welcome to the Craven Wings Full Court Press. I'm your host, Austin Price. Rob, Tennessee offensively just continues to it's mind-boggling, mind-numbing. Any other adjectives that basically end with your hair leaving your head?
We've seen some bad offense this year. That first half, AP, I think, is probably the mountaintop for what we've seen. They shot 25%. Vescovi was scoreless. I mean, they were down 20 at halftime. It felt like 40. The way that they scored 2 points in the first 8 minutes of the game, and it was just. I don't want to be too knee-jerk reaction area here, but they've lost 4 or 5, and the win over Alabama was fantastic. It just made you feel like anything was possible. In the first half today, it made you feel like anything's possible in the other direction.
Oh, I think anything is possible with this team. They could make it to the Elite Eight. It wouldn't surprise me. They could get bounced the first weekend, first game.
Absolutely.
Tournament. It wouldn't surprise me there either. They could win the SEC tournament. Wouldn't surprise me. They could have to play on Thursday and lose then. Wouldn't surprise me. 6 of 27 from 3. That's 22%. They were only 28% from the foul line. 4 of 14. And honestly,
sums it up.
Kentucky was terrible at the foul line too. I felt like both coaches needed to just pull them into the auxiliary gym over there in Lexington and just have them shoot free throws.
Yeah, and Tennessee played. I don't know that they ever really threatened Kentucky in the second half. They did get it down to 8, but missing the free throws the way they did in the second half, 0 for 6. That's middle school stuff. That's not Division I, high level, high major college basketball. And it would have taken a miracle for Tennessee to win, but if they go 5 of 6 at the line and get it down to 3 or 4 points at one point in the second half, who knows? Vescovi was kind of catching fire in the second half when he got all 17 of his points, but just came out of the gate. I don't know if they were flat. I don't know if being shorthanded really showed up a bit of today without Josiah and Phillips, but it was over early, AP. I was working on my 4 quick takes, 5 minutes left in the first half.
And at the end of the day, we'll wrap it up here because we can just, beat on them, for the rest of the night. And, nobody want to blink. The guy Ziegler's got to be better.
He's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Silly fouls, silly fouls, touch fouls when you just don't need to be super aggressive. He had 2 fouls with 14 minutes to go in the first half. Then got picked up 2 quick ones in the second half, back to back. Just the stuff you can't have happen. It's something that's happened to him several times over the last few games.
Yeah, it was big. In a game where Josiah's not playing, where Phillips, when you're down 2 starters, you got to have all hands on deck, and Zakai's got to know that. And I'm sure, and Zakai does know that. I'm sure. In his head, but you've got to go out and play that way. You got to play smart. And he was limited to 23 minutes today. AP, in a day when he probably would have played 36 or 38. If Rick had his way. And that was a small part of it, but yeah, Tennessee's down 10-2 with 14 minutes left in the first half, and Zakai's on the bench, where he has to sit for the next 8 minutes. And so this went wrong for Tennessee today. I don't know that would have made a difference, but that's one of the things that just jumps out at you. That is self-inflicted when the guy who's going to be easily one of your most important players in the game, he can't stay on the floor.
Tennessee is now moved down to the 4 hole in league play. Kentucky moves up to the 3 with the tiebreaker. Auburn is 5th. Tennessee would have the tiebreaker over the Tigers, at least at this point.
For now.
Yeah, for now. And so Tennessee will go on the road next, that being at Texas A&M, who's in the 2 hole. And so a big game coming up for the Vols middle of the week. This has been the Craven Wings Full Court Press. Don't forget, they're right in the middle of the Grim Reaper Challenge. You can make it to one of the locations and win the semifinals that you face off against the Vol tight end Jacob Warren in the finals here in a couple of weeks. He's Rob Lewis. I'm Austin Price. We'll talk to you on the General's Quarters.
When you're craving wings, it's got to be Craven Wings. Online at cravenwings.com.